Let's check out your
Yeah,
boys.
yeah. So my boys, my guys, the Buffs, Colorado Buffs. Um, so Shedeur Sanders throws for 290 yards, 3 touchdowns to lead improved Colorado to a 48-21 route of University of Central Florida, UCF. The Buffs are now 4-1, right? This season, Shedeur 28 of 35 for 290, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 89.1 QBR. UCF 20 of 35 for 284, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 24.9 QBR. The UCF quarterback is KJ Jefferson. That guy, I don't know. Like it was very curious to me. He's built more like a lineman, like a college quarterback that weighs 250 pounds is, I don't know. I don't think that's very normal. Um,
Bro, you didn't know about who Cam Newton was before.
Sorry.
I said it's like you didn't know who Cam Newton was before.
Yeah, I mean, Cam
Or
Newton
Tim
is like
Tebow.
a giant, right? Like he's tall. This guy, this guy is not like he just seemed like a chubby guy. No offense to
Nah,
chubby
the
people.
guy. I mean, but bro, like that wasn't the reason why they lost. Like you
Of
said, the
course, I'm
Buffs.
not saying like I just thought it was curious. Like they seem like they I say they're a run heavy team. I think like over 70% of their snaps are running plays, right? Um, so that might also be why their quarterback is built like that. But I don't think it helped because in the fourth quarter, the Jefferson guy was looking like hella exhausted. I mean, you can't blame them. Colorado on defense, Chidozie Nwankwo came back into the defensive line. Samuel Okunola as well. Those two guys, shout out to them because they balled out and like you could see like clear like defensive effort on the part of the Colorado Buffs. Thank God, because like I remember the game against Nebraska, like that defense was nothing to write home about. But I guess it helps when like you have your leaders back in your defense. The offensive line also like did a lot of good blocking. Like the plays, nothing too flashy, right? I mean, there were some big plays, big explosive plays as well, like during the game. Like it's Shedeur, right? He does that for a living. He make a hit or he like. Yeah. For me, I'll say like with Colorado, like they were 14 points underdogs before the game and ended up winning the game 48-21. Like um they played really well. We can't take anything away from the performance, but um consistency. Like that like last season they started off the season 3-0, right? And ended the season what I think 4-11 or something like that. Um Lost like 7, 8 games in a row. Shedeur was the most sacked quarterback. If they can if they can find some consistency this season in the Big 12, I think that the Big 12 will be in trouble. Like you can actually see like if Colorado can find some consistency, right? Like that is the big underlining. I be on the like put it in caps consistency basically. Like that's what I'll say. Like I hope they do well this season, but
The,
I'm really concerned about like if they can find any consistency. Um,
the one thing going for them is at least they're not undefeated, which I think worked against them last season. So
yeah, and I mean it didn't help that they lost Travis Hunter in the game against Colorado State too. Like he's a big part of them on offense and defense. Like there was a small injury scare in this last game, but yeah, he was fine after that. And they had basically won the game, so they just brought out their backups to play the rest of the game. Yeah, I think it's time to just move on to the next segment, which is the Heisman Convo. Do you think Travis Hunter is a real contender?
I mean, it would be good to see a non-quarterback win it realistically, but most times it ends up being that. So really depend on how consistent he is throughout the season. Calling out quarterbacks that might be in the contention. We have Archie Manning. Obviously, the guy's been playing well since he's coming as he
Yeah,
started
shout
off
out to
with
that guy,
success.
man. Shout out to that guy. Against
Um,
Mississippi State was great.
we have obviously the guy from Bama who just played well, quarterback
Jalen
Milrose.
Miro.
Cam Ward from University of Miami. He's also been balling out. They are still
Mm-hmm.
undefeated right
Mm-hmm.
now. So there are a couple of contenders, and realistically, we're not going to know much until like we are getting closer to like that college playoff situation where we would have had a good body of work to say like, okay, this person has been consistent. I think Travis Hunter, and I've told you this, Shay, personally, like he's a cornerback who is trying to deceive himself that he can play wide receiver in the league. So
Oh god.
um if he continues to play as well as he has been as a corner, I think he definitely has the edge just because of that offense defense segment. Very bland as a wide receiver, like
To,
my
to
boy
use the
said
words of
in
Richard Sherman, right?
very
Don't
very
worry.
bland as a
Don't
receiver. So
worry.
um he would just, I mean, I don't think the expectation is high on that, but get your couple 100 yards, your touchdowns here and there, and it'll be fine. But the last time a receiver really dominated to sort of be in that contention, like for actually like Heisman, like he's not going to be on that level. So um I think it's going to be the total or the package coming together rather than one individual situation. But go ahead, tell me your own. I know you're definitely
Yeah, so for
Aaron
me, for
Malcolm.
me, Travis Hunter, like I don't think I don't think I don't think there's any limit to what that guy can achieve as a cornerback, right? And as a wide receiver, yes, everybody says he isn't that great. Richard Sherman went as far as saying he's bland. Yimika supported him. That's fine, right? But in the last 3 games, right, Travis Hunter has scored a touchdown and intercepted a pass on defense, right, in each of the last 3 games. Like, I think he has a good shout for the Heisman if Colorado are able to win, like say 9 games this season. Like, I think he'll be in with a good shot. But like, if they don't get like if they don't have a winning record and don't get like 9, 10 wins this season, realistically, I don't think he's going to be in contention for the Heisman. But to him being able to play like wide receiver and corner, like playing almost every snap the way he's doing in college, in the NFL, I was listening to Prime Time on Nightcap, and he said something that resonated with me. Like, if you put him in the like bracket of cornerback and you are just playing him on defense, what if what then happens to you as a coach if your wide receivers are not balling on offense? Like, and you have this guy there on the sidelines just waiting. Like, and all the fans know you. This like all the fans know what this guy was doing in college, right? Like,
But again, Shay, that's where I'm trying to explain to you. Like the concept of what he's doing in college is only
and
as
vice
good as
versa too. Like, if you put him as a wide receiver alone and you
he's
don't
not a
play him
wide
on
receiver
defense.
alone. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Like like you saw what the Williams guy just did as a wide receiver, right? That is
Mm-hmm.
what a wide receiver typically does on a consistent basis. You're scoring 100 plus yards. I mean, you're gaining 100 plus yards. You're getting minimum 1 touchdown. And that's really not moving the dial. You're like a 2-3 touchdown kind of guy. You're like, if you're talking elite, you're having games where you had 4
Mm-hmm.
touchdowns in college, 4 or 5 touchdowns in college. That's when your name is ringing and everybody's like, almost like, this guy is like looking like the next guy. This one where he has consistently 100 plus yards, like give or take, like,
So I think other than this last game, like he has been running,
yes,
receiving at least 100 yards a game.
exactly. But
Right?
that's what I'm trying to say. 100 yard is good. It's like, yeah, you're good. But if you're talking about, yeah, you're elite, you're averaging like a close to 150 because you have like your 250 games, you have your 300-yard games. Like, he's not somebody who's going to be able to do that because he's burning energy on both sides of the ball. It's just, it's just like he's a human being. He's not a robot. So
Like
as
Ocho,
realistically, what you
Ocho
are,
said,
what
Ocho said the guy has to have the endurance of a Kenyan runner for him to be able to play both, man, in the NFL.
nah, it's not going to be able to do
Like
that. So again, a lot of what he's
I
doing right
just feel
now.
like I don't think he'll be able to play every snap. Like realistically speaking, I don't think he'll be able to play every snap the way he's doing in college,
And you have
right?
to play
But
based on where.
I feel like there will definitely be like some packages for him on offense where
Sure,
he can play. Like,
sure,
I
sure,
definitely feel that way.
sure. But again, the reason why I keep talking about how he's a corner is because of the plays he makes at corner versus the plays he makes as a wide receiver, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's able to be sort of like a couple yards behind it, switch his hips, dive, catch that ball, make an interception. Like, a lot of his interceptions, there are very few cornerbacks that could make it. All his wide receiver catches, there are thousands in college that could make those catches. There's like, he's had some good catches. Like,
That's why I get. That's why I understand what Richard Sherman was saying, Sha.
yeah, it's not
Like,
even a dig at him. Like, realistically, the only reason why we're talking about him is because he's doing it on both sides. So yeah, do it on both sides in college, win yourself a Heisman, but go to the NFL and play, an elite cornerback. Being an elite cornerback is not easy in the NFL. It's not easy at all.
me,
It's the toughest
I think
position in the
money.
league.
I think money is going to make him choose in the end.
And okay, if it's money, then you go wide out because cornerbacks are not yet as paid as high as wide out.
But as good as I think he can be, just watch, bro.
Okay.
Just watch. Like I definitely feel like he can break 30 million as
Okay.
a corner
I
in
mean,
the league.
the
Like I
what's it
feel
called
like he
again?
will be that good
The league is definitely setting records, so he's coming in at a good time. So
for sure.
it just has to be consistent.
For sure, man. Anyway, yeah, I don't think we missed anyone else. Yeah, Shedeur is good, but I, I, I don't like. I don't think that guy has a lot of people in the media that actually like him, right?
No,
Or
if
quote
Buffalo
unquote
is in
are
the
rooting for
contention,
him.
it's going to be based on Travis Hunter. So
Yeah, it's
let's
Travis
let's
that
be
is
real.
coming out
Let's
of
be real. Let's be
Colorado,
real.
man. Yeah, but yeah, definitely still see him as a first round pick. But that's conversation for another day. Maybe when the draft is getting closer,
Yes, sir.
we'll consider doing like maybe like a mock first round or something. See where people go and stuff.